Yes, we got two top 20 players and they're gonna go at it on Golden Wall. It's been fun watching the cool strats of some lesser knowns, but sometimes you just want to watch great versus awesome. Maybe this matchup will help us decide which is which. Neeb's gonna open up with a low ground pylon. Clem with that depot at his ramp. Yes, he is. So there shouldn't be too many surprises as to how this game unfolds in the next few seconds at least. Except for where Neeb's probe was going there for a second. He's gonna get his 150 minerals and then he's gonna put down that gateway just in time for that pylon to finish, which will be followed by a barracks, which should be followed by a refinery, and a partridge in a pear tree. Well, actually a probe scout, part of the gate and go, and then an assimilator for the Protoss. But let's talk about who we're dealing with. From Albany, New York, US of A, he is Neeb!
Let it begin.
Current world rank 19.
And our Terran player from France is Team Liquid Clem!
You're on.
Current world rank 7.
Like I said, heavy hitters tonight, people. That Rax will complete, but not until the gateway does. Oh. It looks like bucking current trends, Neeb's gonna put down a cyber core before Nexus. And it will be a Reaper for Clem. He's stockpiling the minerals for his command center. Neeb's looking to see if he can delay it. Clem has 2 SCVs to try to clear him out. There's a kerfuffle. Clem's at 390. He clears out Neeb. He gets it down. If a microsecond was lost there, I did not see it. Meanwhile, Neeb has his Nexus. And he bores his second gas, adding that assimilator. Meanwhile, the Terran's orbital is done, which we celebrate with the inaugural mule. But move over orbital, the cyber core is completed. What does that mean for our Protoss player? So far, a chrono boosted adept. Which is good timing because that Reaper's on its way. Neeb anticipates it. He's putting down a protective shield battery. But his adept should warp in just in time for the arrival of that Reaper. Oh, a second barracks for Clem. Talk about waving your bio flag. A second barracks before factory. Oh, that Reaper's in trouble. The Shade's got him on missile lock. He tries to escape to high ground but gets killed, and that is going to be a first blood. Fortunately, Clem is already halfway down a bunker. Without a Reaper to keep the adept busy, he's going to need that. And with 2 more Raxes on the way, he should be able to fill it pretty quickly. Neeb's also sending over a stalker. He wants to see if there's an advantage he can press here. Oh man, is Clem going to be able to crank the Marines? The adept slips into the natural. The bunker's still empty. Meanwhile, Neeb makes his tech choice. It's going to be a Twilight Council. Resonating glaives, perhaps blink stalkers? The adept has a great position outside the range of that bunker. But Neeb readies the Shade just the same. Oh, it completes. Neeb gets out of there, I guess, before Clem finds a way to trap him. The Marine counts up to 4. Clem's gonna see if he can get that adept. The depots rise. He's not gonna let that Shade inside. He doesn't know there's a stalker waiting outside his base to outrange his Marines. I think he's just looking to chase down an adept. Oh! There's too much firepower for the Terran. He loses a Marine. He retreats to the safety of his bunker. And so far, everything's coming up Neeb. Protoss is finishing up warp gates. But he's also starting a robo. And look at this, it's that fast Zealot leg upgrade. Neeb's devoted his chrono boost to this. We're going to be seeing charge lots. Meanwhile, Clem is going for stim. Neeb starts a warp prism. It's the Zealot bombs we usually see against Zerg. Clem's adding combat shields. Both our players are going for fast timing. Clem's looking to build shield stim Marines. Neeb's hoping to bomb charge lots. Who's going to hit first? Clem's already out on the map. No, he's pulling back. Something has changed his mind. Neeb's running his adept and stalker back home. His warp prism is finished. And it's immediately en route to the Terran base. Your enemy's base is so close in Golden Wall. When you travel by air, it feels like your neighbors. I guess this is the time to mention Neeb's gone up to 4 gates. It certainly looks like Neeb's gonna hit first. But with 16 Marines for Clem, it looks like he can hit hardest. He's got the bigger army and he's adding Marauders. He is, though, at risk of having his troops caught out in the middle of the map. There could even be some base race potential here. Clem wants to hit just as stim and combat shields complete, but Neeb's already got his charge lot upgrade. His zealots go for the add-on, then they decide they want the mineral line. Oh, Clem's gonna pull back to defend, like everything back. 2 marauders pop out of the barracks, but the zealots are gonna go at them. Clem's gonna return his SCVs to the mineral line. Will Neeb attempt to follow up warp in? No, it looks like he's gonna try to do his damage with 8. He's starting an immortal at home, and he's getting SCV kills. He kills 8 and saves 4 zealots. Technically, that's an even trade in terms of minerals, but it's gonna give Neeb a big lead on workers. He's up 10, and he's gonna try to add to his advantage with a Robo Bay. He sees that mass bio and he wants some splash. Look at this Marine, it's Leroy Jenkins. Leroy Jenkins! Ah, great moments in gaming history. Leroy's actually poised to spot Neeb take a third. But Neeb's observer spotted Leroy. He's going to intercept with his army. No, run, Leroy, run! You can do it, buddy! Leroy Jenkins! He's almost stimmed himself to death. He gets the intel! And then a zealot slices him in half. What a gruesome animation. Neeb with another zealot bomb, just 4 this time. He quickly picks them up as Clem's defense is set. There's over 20 Marines out there now. Life is getting rough for warp prisms. Neeb is working on thermal lance. He wants that range of 9 so he can slice at the Terran bio. His zealot bombs had great shock value initially, but they are getting stale-dated fast. Clem has adapted. He's closed the gap on that worker lead. And he's macroed a bigger army. Neeb, however, will be the first to get a 3rd base. Clem's actually just started a 3rd command center now, but he's not building it on site. Clem is adding reactored medevacs. Though if he saw the thermal lance, he might be wishing it was reactored Vikings. Oh, regardless, it's go time for Clem. He's pulling that massive army together. Like beads on a string, they all just start pulling towards the Protoss. Neeb does have an observer to send him aerial photography. His team of CIA analysts will warn him that an attack is imminent. He's only got 1 Colossus so far. His second one's halfway done. But Clem is pulling back again. That vexing warp prism seems to have got his attention. He seems to have used a larger control group to defend and brought just about everybody back. He's gonna clean up these zealots. Neeb will be happy with another 7-8 probe kills. But even more so that he's bought time to get his thermal lance and a 2nd Colossus out. The Terran invasion has been postponed. Clem scans the 3rd and sees that it's fully operational and has a shield battery. He doesn't like what he sees, he pulls back. He decides he wants to defend his 3rd instead. He's gonna make it a gold. Neeb is pulling way more minerals right now, but this is one way Clem can catch up. Oh, Neeb's gonna add 4 more gates. He's going up to 8. 4 more gates. 4 more gates. Protoss wants a 2nd term. But this medevac loaded with widow mines wants a change in government. I guess Neeb forgot to appeal to the widow vote. So Neeb is looking to push out. Clem is looking to drop. Oh, that Marine just got torched. Clem's pulled back. He's trying to bait Neeb into his widow mine. Neeb does have an observer with his main army. Clem is still waiting to spring his drop. No, he's going for it. There's the boost. The first mine burrows in the main. The cannon's not yet done. Boom! 5 kills. The 2nd mine's at the natural. 3 more. Oh, but Neeb is just destroying the Terran 3rd. He's forced the lift off and he's depopulating Clem's army. Clem is in retreat. And you can never really retreat when your opponent has Blink Stalkers. Clem is trying to add Ghost to his composition. He needs some EMP stat. Neeb's Colossus are on top of his natural. He's trying to get his initial Vikings out to zone those Colossi out. But apparently Neeb's governance policy is one of scorched earth. Literally, Clem's supply is just falling. The force fields prevent the bio from closing. Neeb's done significant damage and Clem GG's. It's victory for Neeb. He has taken the Electoral College and the popular vote. Okay, so both our players went for hard-hitting early timings. Clem with a pure stim bio, Neeb with charge lots backed by a warp prism. In the race to hit first, Neeb won, and he compelled Clem to return home. A reasonable decision, as with 4 gates, Neeb might have overwhelmed Clem if he didn't return home. Though, I kind of wonder if and when Clem watches the replay, if he doesn't wish he pushed forward and tried to base race instead. Hard to say. What is the easy analysis here is that Clem didn't get to tech to anti-splash. Terran bio has amazing DPS, but Protoss is built to counter it with as many kinds of splash. This time around, Neeb went for Colossus. Terran needs to match that transition and be ready with Vikings or Ravens with Interference Matrix. Clem went for Vikings, but didn't get enough in time. He wanted the Metavacs. I think he was also hoping to compensate with Ghosts, which is a neat move, but Neeb hit before those were ready as well. That's my take anyways. Don't hesitate to let me know in the comments below. I'm sure the game was much more multifactorial than that. I'll just leave you with the startling image of the demise of Leroy Jenkins. And a teaser. If everything goes as planned, I should be dropping a really cool game this Saturday at 8 p.m. EST, so do check it out. To continue your Starcraft journey, Nova advises you to click the video in the upper rectangle. But Kerrigan warns you to watch your 6 and click the video in the bottom rectangle. Or you can stimpack your Starcraft experience. Subscribe to Zugzwang Starcraft. Just hit the circle. From my base to yours, Zugzwang out.